Alright, we're at the Sisco residence and we came out to perform some repairs and replace some individual wind blown shingles or shakes. So this guy right here we're going to remove. We've got to get the fasteners out, and I grabbed the loose ones so you can see where the fasteners are going to be. Is it going to be right up in this area? So we need to use our slate ripper to locate those fasteners. And it's got hooks on it, so you're supposed to locate it, hammer it out to reduce any damage that might be caused. Got one. Okay. Let's see the fasteners that we used to install. Some felt came out with that. We're looking at 2 to 3 fasteners need to come out. So let's locate the others. The fastener is still under there, but I think it's dislodged from the shake. This is the shake that we're trying to get out. You can see some of it still being held in. Feels like a fastener top here somewhere. Fastener. Got one more. So there might have been one at the top there. So, because of the age of the roof, these roofing systems are a little more complex and difficult, but that's why the shingle basically fell apart on the way out. Now, the other thing to know that's important about these roofing systems is they have 2 types of underlayment. The first type is the 40-pound that goes on once the entire roof is off. And then as the shakes get installed, they put an 18-inch row of interlayment between every row for water protection. So you can see the interlayment here. Once we got the shake out, you can see that split roll of underlayment right there is what we're talking about. So the big concern just on the removal is that, again, because of the condition of the roof, pulling the fastener out, pulled the felt out with it, so we do have damaged felt up here that has to be replaced in order to do a proper repair. We can't just shove a new shake in there. The challenge beyond that is going to be access to fastening our new shake. Hypothetically, our new shake goes in under this row and under this row. In order to get a hammer or staple gun in, you're going to need access to be able to fasten that shake in. And in order to gain access, you're going to have to get the shakes above it removed to have that access. So we're going to have to remove these 2 shakes because they're in a staggered pattern. So these 2 shakes will have to be removed for access, and then the shakes above those 2, which appears to be 4, will have to be removed for access again. The unfortunate part is this is a cascading effect that will continue to happen, because every row that we remove, we're going to need to do the same thing, remove the row above it to refasten as we go up. So 1 shake is going to result in a diagonal pattern all the way up to the ridge of cascading damage that's going to have to be replaced. So now that we know that, we're going to go ahead and tarp this off to make sure that we don't cause any further damage, because the amount of damage this is going to cause, we don't have anywhere near the materials with us today. And honestly, if it's doing this for every 1 shake that's damaged, this is going to be a much, much larger job. Okay, so we're at the Sisco residence again and investigating a little further on the felt that got ripped out when the shingle was being removed. We can see the damage that it caused to the interlayment that's lapped in right here. So we're gonna have the same issue with replacing the shakes, as now this interlayment has to be replaced, and it's got to tie in each direction. So we can't just spot repair a torn little piece right there. So we're gonna have to remove shakes to gain access to replace that piece of underlayment or repair that piece of interlayment. So it also speaks to the pliability of the interlayment. There's going to be, beyond the access issues, trying to manipulate older underlayment. It's going to break and it's going to crack with any slight manipulation, so it's going to add more challenges.